Hello, yeah, welcome back again to another review for the week ended September 27. Yes, we are almost at the end of the month or the end of the third quarter 2019. But at this point, we're going to look at how the market has performed the previous week and likely how we should expect the market also to do in the new week. On this note, we'll start by looking at how the market opened. The market opened at 27,698.69 points and closed at 27,675.04. In this note, the market just lost marginal, and it's a sign that the market is also resisting further decline. And if you look at this chart here, let me just make it bold for you to see. If you look at this price action, let's look at this price action for on daily week performance, you can see that the market is trying to resist going down from, if you draw this line, it's small, it's a short, but it's an uptrend, and if you draw it, this is a sign of what we call in technical analysis symmetrical triangle. In this symmetrical triangle, it tells that it's also a continuation chart pattern that tells you that the market is likely to go up or down. But here you see that this small cyclical triangle here, it tells you that the market can break out this upper level and continue its uptrend. But on a weekly time frame, the market is still trading below 20 days moving average. But if you go to the daily days moving average, you can see that the market has a good opportunity of breaking out this symmetrical triangle, and at the same time market on this way is trading above 20 days moving average in this daily time frame, almost approaching the 50 days moving average. And that tells you that it's a sign that on the daily time frame the market is stronger, looking up. And if market break out this resistance level here, I need to make it clear, this resistance level here that you are seeing on the chart pattern, if you look at it here, let me draw this chart again. If you look at this trend, this line here, this is a strong resistance level that if market break it out any moment from now, from the new week, knowing that the last trading day for the quarter is just on Monday, and I see that market is likely to close positive that day. And if it happens, the month of September will also be a positive month after we have seen a downtrend, and all the other months. If you look at this chart now, every other month for almost the past 2 months have been on the red, you can see. But this September is likely to, he resisted going down. You can see this hammer formation, or we call it a Udoji candlestick. You can see that this candlestick is also a sign of reversal, that the market is likely also to go up. If you look at what this candlestick here, this candlestick formation here, you look at this one formation here, you can see that they look alike. And after the formation of this candlestick here, you saw what happened. Also, you can also see what happened. But this ones, you can see what happened. It gave up. This one give up. You can see. But this one is likely to support an uptrend, knowing that the earnings season is around the corner, which you all know that on the exchange, after the end of every quarter, companies that has the December year end, that are releasing their third quarter result, will do so before the end of October. That is the 30 days for quarter result. But those that are going to pay interim dividend has 45 days to release their result. What that means, or let's say 2 months, like 60 days to release their audited result mass. Well, why for those that are expecting to release their audited result will have 90 days. That means for the month of October that we are crossing to, we're expecting more quarter result to come, especially for those that has the December year end to print that, while others that has March releasing their second quarter, those that have May, and they can see that for those that have May, the first quarter for the month of May that ended in August were made available yesterday. You can see that PZ that has that year end as May just released its first quarter to the market, and the result is not good enough to support the price. And for that, it says that stock is already on a sell. If you go to the buy and sell signal, we have placed that stock on a sell for this week, and even for this week and the rest of the year, until we see positive change or a chart pattern coming up in terms of market behavior towards the stock before we can change our sell in PZ. But the numbers are giving us that this stock is going nowhere, and investors should not tie their fund on such stock. But you can see that the market sign here, which I have drawn here, you can see that this an uptrend, and this like a resistance forming a what we call cyclical triangle. You can see this cyclical triangle in a symmetric triangle in a technical analysis chart pattern. It tells you that it's a continuation of either an uptrend or a downtrend. But probably was looking at it to be an uptrend, because by Monday, as I said earlier, the month will be, the quarter will be ending, and the fund managers, as we expected, would not want to press more button for the market to close in green, and that would be better for them to earn good earnings. But for those that are positioning for the quarter and the last quarter of for the third quarter earnings and last quarter of the year, in expectation of what will happen at the end of the last quarter and following dividend payment in the first quarter of 2020, this is the time for you to just sit down and look at how to invest using your fundamental that is underway now through the earnings, to know the position of this company, knowing that this third quarter earnings, I've said earlier, is very important for both the market observers, those players, analysts, and investors. It's very important. It helps everyone to know, to make projection what's expected at the end of the year, and at the same time where you should pinch your tent. For those that are in stock that are in wrong stock, with the number will tell you that should I hold that stock, or should I move up, sell off even at a loss to move to the next stock. This is what we should do. That this week we are looking at which companies are likely to release that are early filers in when it comes to their third quarter results or numbers. We have said earlier this week that stock like UCAP, Africa Prudential, stock like Infinite Merchant Bank, stock like Transcorp Hotel, these are early filers, while others, especially the banking sector, will come early, but knowing that this banking sector, they are not being audited, like what happened in the previous quarter with the half year. Most of them are paying interim dividends, especially the first year banks, Zenith Bank, GT, Access Bank, UBA, and Stanbic. They pay the interim dividend, and for that their results were delayed even towards the end of August for many of them to release the results. But for this third quarter, they are not paying dividend, and also we expect a management account. It won't be beyond the 30 days official filing period. That is silent official filing period. And also, if you can see what happened yesterday on Friday, that even GTB have released the close period, and at the same time the likely day of the board meeting to approve the third quarter results. This is what we're going to see this week. We are entering. You see most close period, and the meeting of the board to approve, and that will not take time because it's not auditing. They're not auditing their account. That's that when this number comes, it gives you an insight as an investor where to put your time. That means for those banking stocks, you're expecting before the end of the third quarter, the third week of this month of October, we are crossing into by God's grace. That is the period the results will be in the market. That means you that are investing against the result, you don't need to wait for the result before you invest. But there are some type of investors that want to see the result that you want. For a trader that's in this market, you don't need to see the result. Or you need to look at what the company have done in the past quarters, and also you can even look at they're likely to also give us a better result or not. You key in before the result, so that when market see the result, when the result is made available to the market, the actual figures are made to the market, and people react to it, or investors react to it, the price really low, you come and that is for traders. But for those that are investors that want to see the number before they can reposition their portfolio, they are not that category of investor in the market. But you, as a wise and design investor, you don't wait for results. What you do, you take position. That when the market or results go against you, don't hesitate to what to really sell out immediately and move to another position. That is how to trade to trade in any season. Any season is a very important season in the market. That's why when people say that you can't time market, I just laugh. You can time the market. Know the seasons. Know the time that price is expected to move on. There are things that drive price. Apart from economic activities, apart from news in the market, apart from new products, apart from but this any season is expected that medical company will release what result. But the only thing that will slow down our own market reaction is liquidity level. The liquidity level is still also low in the market as we speak. But we believe that with the improvement, with the 2019 budget being implemented, and you can see that there are a lot of what will I call it now? All the disbursements for what for projects that started coming up later. The Federal Executive Council has started approving money for different projects, and that alone also will stimulate the economy. Liquidity will come. Know how it will trickle down to the market. On that note, we expect a little improvement, and also knowing that the banks also had this end of September, which is 30th, to start lending more to the public. It's also expect that liquidity also will come up in that level. On that note, we expect that market will have little liquidity between now and end of the year. On that note, investors should take position on stocks because the market is showing sign of recovery. There's a sign of rebound already, because as markets continue to resist to go down. If you look at what happened in the month of August, it is same thing. Like markets try to side trend in the month of August and September. It's a sign that the market said I can't go below this level. And knowing that this end of the year activities anywhere in the world is a quarter that things are bound to happen, because both the foreign investors were expecting if the new economic advisory team come up with any policy or any guideline to help the government in bringing both the fiscal and monetary policy, using their developmental economic experience and monetary experience to redesign this program for this economy for the next 10 years. Because I said this economic new team is not just for this government. They should give up, because have capable hand in that team. Those are professionals. Those are people that has good credibility. They are not politicians that say because of their stake. They should sit down now and give Nigeria a rolling plan for the next 10 years. If that's implemented, the economy will move from stage to stage. When that happens, I'm telling you, Nigeria will come back to GDP of 6%, 5%. This GDP that is below 3%, not up to 2.5% for a long time, is something that is alarming. It's not encouraging. That is why I say that unemployment in the economy is waxing up, rising up on daily basis, because there is no engagement. We are not expanding our production capacity, and that is affecting also the consuming capacity of Nigeria. We need to put the economy in order. As the economy runs, we see things moving up. But you as an investor, you take advantage of all this. I've said by the middle of the before this program, I'm going to give you the expected date of each companies to release their third quarter results, so that you can know how to key in and how to move from one stock to the other. If that is done, I'm telling you, you are going to use this last quarter of the year to recover some losses. Especially, I've said earlier that now we are seeing sign of market going on. Stock that you are, and you have seen their earnings, you have seen their performance, the chart pattern is positive, and the prices have gone down already. Now it's opportunity for you to have reached down. Just buy small to bring the price, so that when there's any uptrend at all, you already be in cash, or you also smile to the bank. Those that are not already in position, this is the right time for you to start buying good stocks that have good fundamental and have higher upside potential, so that you can make money in the process. On that note, before we round up for today, I want to look at how you can take advantage of what we call money flow index, because I tell you that money flow index is very important for every investor. Here you can see this on a monthly time frame. See that the market has been down. You see the movement even in 2006. You can see 2007. You can see this on a monthly basis. Before, look at where the market money left the market, or there was set down. As they are setting down, you can see that this is the money flow is going down. But there's a sign that is recovering. There's a sign that is recovering. Look at it, at this now. Look at it. Then you now go back on a weekly basis to look at it. You see, market also resisted going down here. and look at the trend we are having now. Funds are entering the market. As at last week, the money flow index is trading 21.24, but as at close of trading on Friday, the money flow index has hit as high as 29. Still on a weekly basis, it might look weak, but for me, it's an uptrend money flow, tell you that funds are gradually coming back to the market. But if you go on daily chart frame of this money flow index, you can see that the market has gone high as a 63. It's a good sign that fund is gradually coming back to the market. Look at the peak when MTN was listed in the month of May. You see what happened after that. You can see that money left the market immediately. People sold down, and you can see, and now market is trending up again. All you need to do, watch this money flow index, also the what we call smart money index. That smart money index, look at your 50 days moving average. Once the market cross the 50 day, that is what smart money also look at. Smart money look at 50 days moving average. Once you see any index in the world, in any emerging market or advanced market, once it's above 50 days moving average, you see the smart money taking position. And also look at now individual stocks, look at the market, and also it's the time for you to look at which stocks are the foreign investors likely to look at. When I say smart money, I'm not talking only for the foreign investors. Smart money can be institutional investor and all those portfolio managers, fund managers, pension fund, banks, all of them can be institutional investors. But when I say institutional investors, also they can be smart money, because it is their fund that matters. Where is this fund entering? That should be your concern. Where is fund entering the market? Is it entering the market? Which individual stock is it entering? If you know how to identify this, you can flow with the market, because they are the one that move what the price is. It is law of demand and supply. When funds is entering a particular stock, there is demand for, you see volume, and that volume is what you are looking at. When this volume going up and price is going up, something is happening. Then you have for your target and when to exit. As an investor, have a goal, and we are ready to guide you. That's why buy and sell signal. If you are not there, you need to key in that platform and take position, because as from today and this week now, we will release stock to buy, knowing that Tuesday is public holiday. Then we can also make, what can you take advantage of the Monday always there will be another buy and sell signal for the week, because we are seeing that market is recovering. We need to also position ahead, because we've seen that third quarter results will start hitting the market. I've said earlier, we need to be in some position, not in all. That's why it's a buy and sell for selected stock that will give you money. Yes, I will tell you that once you have lost money in the capital market, that doesn't mean that you should run away. Or you do that, look for a better way of investing. Lean on some people experience with your own. Look at what makes you to lose money, change it. Once you compare this, you come back, because if you're running away from capital market where you have lost money, where do you think that you can make back your money? You need to stay put in the market, sharpen your knowledge on the market, and before you know it, you are back on profit, because this market is big to make all of us rich. And I'm looking forward to see you in the buy and sell signal as we go into the new week. Thank you, and God bless you.